Behind me is an incredible gem we just discovered in Edmond, Oklahoma. We're here at the Armstrong Auditorium, which is connected to the Armstrong Institute of Biblical Archaeology. And we've got something incredible to see inside. They have an exhibit with items on loan from the Israel Museum. So come on, let's go take a look. I'm Samantha Corcoran of Geo-Logos, and you're coming with me as we head on in to see an incredible exhibit called the Kingdom of David and Solomon Discovered. This is why we came all the way to Edmond, was to see this incredible artifact. This is the Tel Dan stele, or stele, and this has one of the only mentions of the House of David outside of the Bible. And this is the real artifact, only its second time on display in the US. In this photo from the Israel Museum, the highlighted Aramaic words read, House of David. Before this discovery, there were scholars who thought King David was a myth, but this evidence proves he was real. The rest of the inscription is King Hazael of Aram Damascus, boasting of his victory over God's people. Oh yeah. A unique part of the exhibit is the virtual reality tour of Jerusalem. Finn, they have VR over here.
Oh, cool.
This immersive virtual tour takes you back in time to where Jerusalem began 3,000 years ago. I went down the Warren Shaft down to the Gihon Spring, and my 12-year-old son explored the Pool of Siloam. They even have an online version that you can do at home. I've linked to it in the video description. Thanks to the City of David Foundation for providing this incredible tour.
This is terrifying.
And just around the corner is a gorgeous model of King Solomon's Jerusalem. How hilly it really is around Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a city built on a hill. I love the tiny little priests here at the temple. There are many illustrations of this out there, but seeing this model, you can just imagine yourself walking through the streets of ancient Jerusalem. And I didn't realize the special connection this exhibit has to the late archaeologist Eilat Mazar. The Herbert W. Armstrong College here on this campus had partnered with Dr. Mazar on all of her excavations since 2006. She spent her career excavating in Jerusalem and even discovered King David's palace. And this exhibit premieres one of her other discoveries, the Ophel Pithos, a 3,000-year-old inscription on a fragment of a ceramic jar found near Jerusalem's Temple Mount. It mentions one of the spices that may be linked to the legendary Queen of Sheba's visit to King Solomon. Dr. Mazar also discovered one of the oldest pieces of gold jewelry ever discovered in Jerusalem. More on that in the video description. There is so much more to see. If you're within a day's drive of Oklahoma City, this is worth your time. The free exhibit is open now through January 30th, 2025. I've linked to their webpage in the video description so you can get their hours and address. Huge thanks to Brad Macdonald, the curator of this exhibit, who graciously gave me permission to video record. And thank you to the Armstrong Institute of Biblical Archaeology, the Armstrong International Cultural Foundation, the Institute of Archaeology of the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, the Israel Museum, and the Israel Antiquities Authority for making this fantastic exhibit possible.